welcome back to Athlete and Sports Center. If you're just tuning in here, we are here with Josh. So Josh, Courtney and I are always here doing interesting pregame rituals, so I gotta ask, do you have any pre-training or pre-gaming rituals or self-talks that help you?
Honestly, I don't do much of that, like not the talking or anything crazy like that. Um, Throw in my iPod, listen to music before workout or the game. That's probably the closest I get to like any type of ritual. So.
Like pumped up before you
Yeah,
go.
it's gotta be some crazy music. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like a good way to get ready for the game. So we always hear of many athletes having certain goals they like to reach at practice or at games. When you set goals for yourself, do you find that you set them too high or too low or just right?
I believe I set them just right. I mean, they tend to be on the lower side just because I know myself. I've been around the block a few times for football. I know what's easy to obtain and what's not. When it's comes to something like football, I tend to set very skill-oriented goals. So let's say if I want to work on moving my first 2 steps quicker that week, that's what I focus on strictly for that week. I don't try to overload myself with trying to do this and that, and trying to do too much in one week, right? I mean, there's only so many things you can accomplish in a short amount of time, right?
For sure, yeah.
Set short-term goals for the long term, right? Exactly. So when you do set these goals, do you find like you're achieving them fast, like as often as you like, or do you feel like what are your thoughts?
I believe I obtain most of them fairly easily, just because, like I said, I mean, I set very obtainable, easy goals for myself. I don't get caught up in trying to see where I want to be in 12 months. Yeah, I do have long-term goals, but I mean, even that, it's like I have 1 or 2 long-term goals of where I hope to be in 12 months, right? So.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. I've learned through some readings and stuff that sometimes athletes try to manipulate or they try and change a behavior to improve their game. So are there any current behaviors you're trying to change or that you think changing would help benefit your game in the future?
One big thing is for football, we're taught is whenever a guy is unhappy with you, he starts swinging at you, he starts playing dirty. As much as you want to hit that guy back in the face as hard as you want, you gotta play within the rules, right? It only hurts the team. So keeping myself in a positive state where I can still play aggressively, but not out of anger and hate.
Contain.
Yeah, I gotta contain my rage.
Have like sport integrity, yeah. So I've never realized that athletes did that to themselves. I always thought the coaches like pushed for that behavior change.
Yeah, you're right, Haley. Some coaches do push upon this on their athletes, but I've learned through my personal experiences that the change has to be brought upon the athlete in order to be successful.
Wow, that's really interesting, Josh. So now as reporters, we're always hear heartfelt stories and lovely little things about athletes wanting to thank their families and being all mushy. So
we need a picture of you and your mom first.
yeah. Are your friends and family supportive of you competing in football and Ironman and stuff?
Honestly, my mom's my probably biggest fan. Whatever I do, she doesn't understand what's going on at all, but she's always at my strongman competitions. She's been at every game I could ever ask for. She's driven out as far as Regina to come see one of my games.
That's nice. Yeah.
She's always there. My nephew is probably my second biggest fan, if not, he's rivaling my mom now. I know my mom has told me he's gone into football because of me.
That's awesome. That's nice.
And my training partners, couldn't ask for better guys to train with. We're always pushing each other, we're always supportive. Yeah, we rib each other and all that.
Yeah.
But it's all fun and games. We all want each other to be good, right? I mean, there's none of that cutthroat on better than you mentality. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's good to have a really good support system.
Oh, absolutely.
It's nice that your mom's so close and supportive of you. I definitely see that. So now, usually in sports, we hear some rivalry to other competitors ever try to throw you off your game, and if so, like how do you deal with that?
There's a ton of that in football. Not so much strongman. I've experienced that way more in football.
Yeah.
I've had everything from guys, pinching me,
Oh, wow.
barking in my ear when the snap, the ball's going. Just crazy stuff. Big thing is refs not there. There's always that trash talking. Better than you, better that, and not so many kind words, but I mean it's out there. How I deal with that in football, my coach always told me, he's like, hey, if someone's getting in your face again like that, you play within the rules, but you just line up, you hit that guy square in the chest, you put him on the ground, you walk away.
Yeah.
You do it again the next play. You keep doing that all game. And I've done that enough where I've seen guys get in my face and then they have not too much to say to me at the end of the game.
Exactly.
So,
For sure.
Yeah, we definitely we see that more in team sports more than individual
Yeah.
sports.
Contact sports,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So after a good hard game and a successful win, do you have any rewards you treat yourself with, and do you feel like these rewards help you do better into the future?
Haha, food. Big fan of food. Big fan of a good meal.
Yeah.
A few cold ones, that's always good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that they help me in competition just because I'm so wrapped up, so caught up in the moment. I'm focused on that time and place. If I'm lifting a weight, I'm focused on that. I'm not worried about what I'm